Hello, Team Tsunami Worldwide, and welcome to day 2 of Content is King Week, week 3 of the Business Transformation Training Series, brought to you by myself, Charles Andrade, first Team Tsunami leader. I hope all of you are as excited as I am because this is the week that's going to define where the other weeks go for you, because what you decide in the world of content really creates your brand. It really creates the situation or the websites and the articles and the videos and the pictures and everything else, the blog posts, the mobile framework for what you will be discussing, what you will be selling. So what I'm going to do today is I'm actually just going to do a free form lecture about what I actually have done in the past and what I think you can do to really get the most bang for your buck for your time when it comes to working on your content. So I'm going to talk about certain content styles, things that I know do work in terms of getting real impact from people that just come across your website. And I'm going to talk about different flow of bringing people through a website to actually get a desired result. So the first step is when you are deciding what you want to talk about, you need to plan out where you want people to start in terms of reacting or reading your content and where you want them to go. You need to have a goal in mind for that content. Sure, you can write about things that you love and try to think that, hey, I can get a lot of content or a lot of traffic based on this topic, say a movie that's coming out or some sort of really big news story that's happening. And certainly that is really important in terms of bringing tertiary traffic to whatever you're selling, but the hardcore position of your content should be about two things. One, it should be about branding you as a leader, as a mentor, so that people build trust and like and trust for you, that rapport is built without you having to even talk to them directly. And of course, you can do that through the delivery of actual words on the screen. You can use images, and then most importantly, you're going to incorporate your videos so people can see you face to face and get to know who you are, and that is very crucial. But you may be wondering, well, what should I write about? How should I write it? So there are a few key principles that I follow. I mean, I'm sure textbooks talk about all these kinds of things, but I'm just going to tell you what I find works. Online, less is more. I've done every possible style of content ready I can think about. I've tried putting content in the top left and images in the bottom right. I've tried to write long things. I've tried to put images and then content, images and content, tried to split it up into paragraphs. And I'm telling you, you're going to get the best results when you write content that is extremely easy to read and that doesn't make someone just like scan entire pages of content. Now you're going to find that some people, some of your traffic actually doesn't mind reading huge tomes of information. Some people are going to be watching this video specifically to learn at least one new thing. A lot of it for intermediate and advanced users that are watching this, they're probably going to know a lot of this. But if you can listen and read from other people's content to get ideas, and you learn even one thing that you didn't know before, then you've added to your tome of marketing strategy techniques. And that is how you get better. So when you offer your content, always think about it from that perspective. I know you want these people to join Penny Matrix, Ad Experts, whatever it is, but always in your delivery, for you to stand out, make sure that you offer one piece of gold nugget information that people are like, wow, I did not know that. This is amazing. I need to keep reading. So do not put fluff unless you are making articles specifically for beginners where you need to just go through the normal steps. You know, this is what you should write about, and blah blah blah. Always make sure that when you start writing above the fold, so the fold is basically whatever's on your computer screen without having to move the mouse. So I know a lot of you know that principle, but I'm just saying for the people that don't know, the virtual real estate that exists as soon as you load a website, that is where you really want to do a couple of things. You want to make it really easy to understand. You really want to talk about whatever you're going to be delivering from that traffic coming to your website. So it could be you want them to sign up to your mailing list because you want to get a free report, or you want to give them a free report and collect their email. It could be that you want to position whatever you're talking about below that fold, and you want to say, look, if by reading this entire website, you're going to get this and this. So you want to basically create a situation where not only are you adding to that person's wealth of knowledge, so you can do that by learning it yourselves, by watching things like this. Don't just watch my videos. Go out there. One trick is a lot of mastermind gurus sell their information, but that usually what happens is they give a lot of that information for free if you go to their blogs and you see what they're putting on their blogs. Because the truth is, there are a lot of different ways to create marketing channels and get traffic, but there's also a lot of overlap. And a lot of people do the same things, and they know, the gurus know, that although they won't tell you exactly where they're getting their specific traffic that sells, for the most part, no guru will ever tell you that. They will teach you certain principles that got them to the position where they learned how to get this secret high-quality traffic. And the reason they don't tell you this is because they don't want you to compete with them directly. They don't want a million people coming in and saying, well, you know, I want a piece of the action too. So in order to learn what those traffic channels are, you have to pay the price of learning the fundamentals. Now, you can get lucky. I have gotten lucky before, especially when I first started. I mean, back when I first started, there were no videos. There was no Facebook. There was no social networking whatsoever. What you did have were banner ads, text, and then eventually you had Google AdSense so you could put ads on the page. Then eventually those were blocked. Then Facebook started. YouTube became a phenomenon. We all knew that YouTube was going to be a huge thing, but no one really knew what to do with videos. No one's computer was fast enough to even make a video. There was no Google Hangout on air, that's for sure. Right? There was no way I could do this with you. This is an amazing tool, but the trade-off is back then there were a heck of a lot less marketers trying to use the internet to get sales. Now there's millions and millions of people coming online because not only have they heard so many stories of being so successful, people's economies are failing, so they're looking for ways to make money online. People are losing their jobs, and we know that's going to continue, at least in North America and Europe. It's going to slowly migrate over to Brazil, India, Russia, China. But anyways, that's not positive or negative. I'm just saying that you have to position yourself for the greatest success online, and you do that by offering. When we say offer value, I'm saying what I do is I go through my spiel, I talk about whatever I'm selling or what I'm talking about, but I always have that one, at least one gold nugget of information that makes people go, oh my God, that is incredible. I can trust this person. So you must implement a strategy that does that. It needs to be very, very clear at the top of the page. I know I'm repeating myself, but you need to be full frontal with whatever this is. So I would probably say, hi, my name is Charles Andrade. I'm first Team Tsunami leader. We're working on something just incredible. I can't even describe it. You want to be very authentic. Now, you don't have to use your personal name when you're doing this. I actually use different strategies. Sometimes I don't put my name at all. Sometimes I do. It just depends on what I'm selling and where I'm coming from, and is it part of my brand, or is it just to try and get sales for a particular product? Now, later on in the week, I'm going to talk about something called ClickBank, and there's another one called Pay.com, and there's a few other ones. One of the first was ClickBank, and it basically allows you to get a really good idea of what people are selling online in terms of digital products, and then it gives you the ability to do an environmental scan. The reason I'm talking about that is because ClickBank was one of the first that helped to derive a content marketing structure for a website that creates amazing results. So this is where we're going to go into higher level content creation ideas, not just go to Google and search things out. I'm going to go into specifics right now. So one context for creating a website or creating a blog, and you've seen them before, is to create a review site. So what do I mean by review site? So let's just say that we were comparing multiple programs online. So what I would say is we actually have 3 programs, so that's a good place to start. But I probably review, I'd say up to 10 maximum programs. Now it's the best situation if you're actually in all those 10 programs, but at least the top 3, because whatever you're recommending, you're going to list as the best. Now make sure that when you do that, you put this information right at the top, and then when you click on learn more information, it drops you to either an internal page or below that top fold, so you can have the first company listed and the second company. So I probably go Ad Experts, then Penny Matrix, then Explosion, and then whatever else, Power Network, MLSP, whatever it is. So the reason why these sites really work, besides being really good for SEO, is because it gives people a really good idea of what's out there and what you are recommending. They don't know, especially if they're a new user, that you're creating false competition. So the idea of creating content that shows or illustrates false competition is an extremely powerful way for you to get results. And the best part about this, the simpler you make the website, so definitely try and make it look good and organized, but the simpler you make it, the better the results you're going to get. It's better to have, just like the google.com homepage has a lot of white space, you want to do that for delivering this kind of content to your people, because you're going to be comparing all these different things. I would actually make a chart with like 6 columns and have the name of the program, the price, buy now, and then maybe 3 or 4 things that you compare between them and why it's better, like usability ratio or newness or trustability, whatever it is you want to put in there. You can put, what the product has to offer. You can compare it. Is it a blogging platform? Whatever it is. You need to figure out that content for yourself. But the point is, you're making a comparison of these programs. The comparison gives value to the people that are coming to your website. So a lot of people have tried this in different ways. I've seen where they don't even have a chart, where they'll just list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the reason why people do it is because it works. Now, the thing is, if you are focused on MLMs in general, then you're going to be competing against people you're going to be drawing in traffic of all kinds. I would say more advanced users are probably never going to use it, so understand you're going to get the beginner to intermediate people, the people that are just coming online, that are probably going to join you. The other thing is, you need to get traffic to this website, so make sure that you strategize the content carefully so that you don't have to rely just on paid advertising to get traffic. But we're going to talk about SEO and all those things later. But I'm just telling you that you want to create a desired result by creating an atmosphere for your user that you know what you're talking about. You're giving them that gold nugget of information in a very simple to read and easy way, and then you're comparing all these programs together, and then obviously they're going to be like, well, he's recommending these 3 as the first one, as the best, and then they're going to select which one of those 3 that they really believe in. So maybe someone likes Ad Experts, maybe someone likes Penny Matrix, whatever it is. But make sure when you describe these programs below, you're going to put the title, you're going to give it a ranking. So I do a ranking out of 10 or out of 5, whatever it is. I put something about trustability and credibility on there. And then put a really good description of each one. Don't be lazy on that front, because people will use these sites to pre-sell their businesses. So the point of a mini site, a comparison website, or anything like that is to pre-sell Ad Experts, is to pre-sell Penny Matrix. You need to give them a very legitimate, high-level overview of what it is and why you love it, so that's something personal, so that you can basically sell Penny Matrix before they even get to the website. Because we know that someone goes to adexperts.com, or they go to Penny Matrix or Explosion, those websites are never going to sell it. They want to hear testimonials. You want to put something that, look, I have chosen these companies as my top 3 because I can stand behind them. Here's my contact info. I will be your sponsor, and I will take care of you every step of the way. We have amazing community training and support. So that is one way to go if you want to brand yourself. Now, the other way to go is if you just want to sell something like a product. So say you want to sell a product like the eBay DS domination software. That thing's like $19 a month, and people are basically taking products from Amazon and selling them on eBay for a higher price. So they don't actually get the products from Amazon until they sell it on eBay. So congratulations if you pull that off. I know some people are doing well. I actually prefer not to do that because I want to automate my business as much as possible. And this requires manual work. So you'd have to basically hire staff to really make that worthwhile long term. But in the short run, if you wanted money, it'd be good. That's not neither here nor there. So what I would do in a situation like that is you can create content that is related to selling things on eBay. But understand that that is exactly how the millions of other people are going to think about creating that content. So I would definitely have maybe 3 tiers or 3 different paths for each product that I'm selling. So say I'm doing a sign on eBay, I would have one that's definitely the proper route. I would have one that's talking about eBay, selling on eBay, how to make money on eBay, and create an experimental content that's really structured and says, look, eBay is one of the best sites for getting sales, blah blah blah, and talk about only that. Keep it separate, maybe on a different page, maybe even on a different website with different videos. And then I would have one that's specifically targeting a subset of people that are looking to make money online. All right, so this is really important is that you can put in make money online. You can make an article about how to do that, and you're going to be competing against millions. But if you made an article about how to generate a 6-figure income per month, then all of a sudden you're going to be focusing on a subset of the people within Make Money Online that can be really good. So I know 6-figure income is probably used a lot because there's a company called 6-figure income or something out there, but think about different subsets within Make Money Online, such as get paid fast or lost my job, need work, or something like that people will really relate to, or you can even really geo-target those particular things. So you could be like New York, lost hope, need money, or something like that. Or you could be, a million government officials or government workers looking for a job. Or you could target people outside of the UK, USA, Canada, Australia. I would still say the #1 way to make money online is to focus on the United States. There are definitely options in UK, Canada, Australia, and beyond. Now, that's just for English speakers. Of course, Chinese and Japanese and Korean and other languages and Spanish are extremely huge online as well. But the #1 is still the United States, I think, across the board. When I look into the affiliate networks, which I will talk about at a later date, affiliate networks are places where you can actually get CPA offers and other offers that you can sell online. ClickBank is an example of that, but there's some networks that are very professional, and you can get some really good offers there. But that's also neither here nor there. So going back to content, you're going to put these things in 3 different areas. So you're going to talk about the actual keyword or whatever you're talking about, in this case eBay, and then one about make money, a subset of that. And then there's the third way that I use to get traffic. I know there's probably a million other ways, but this is what I do. I think about areas online that relate to making money and that relate to eBay, but that have nothing to do with either of those topics that I know get a lot of traffic. So, for example, if I was talking about an ebook that helps you regrow your hair, then I would actually make a content site about some famous actor or actress about having great hair, or who has great hair. So I focus on that, and then what I would do on that content page is I would have banner ads or specific text ads that would target these people that, man, I wish I had great hair like that, and that would sell how to have great hair. Or even a better thing is, I was one of the first people to be an affiliate for Match.com. So that's an online dating site, one of the first, going way back there. And people were paying for Match.com online even back then. So what I would do is I would actually make content that was about love and having success in marriage and all these amazing things about having a family, and then I would put ads for Match.com all over the site. Now, when you put your ads, you want to make sure you want to make it seamless, because if it looks like an ad, people are not going to click on it that often. You're going to get a very low response rate. But if you make an ad specifically that intertwines into your content. So you are actually, so don't use corporate banners. You always have to make your own. Don't use corporate text. Don't copy anything from anywhere else. You have to make your own things, your own content. That's how you stand out. That's how you get results. So you're gonna make this article about love, or you traveled on this amazing trip. You were hoping to find love. You met these amazing people. Put up some pictures of your adventure. But then you can intertwine Match.com inside the content. Don't do too much, just do it enough. It's like, oh, want to find love on a trip, maybe check this out. Or something like that. And then when they click on that Match.com, it doesn't necessarily go to Match.com yet. It goes to your pre-selling site that compares Match.com with all the other dating sites. And then obviously you're gonna be part of the affiliate program for the first 3. It's gonna pre-sell Match.com why it's so great, and then they're gonna come into Match.com so hot that chances of you converting higher than 1 out of 100 is going to be really, really strong. So the goal of the third stream is to focus on a content area that gets a lot of hits but isn't in the e-commerce realm. Because if you stick to something that gets a lot of hits, so let's just say the Rebecca Black YouTube video, it got like 100 million hits, but you're getting a lot of 13-year-olds that are going to this website that don't have a credit card. So that's not particularly any good, but it gets a lot of traffic, and other people also shamefully view that video, and I've watched it. I'm one of them myself, just to see what it was all about. So you can make a content area about Rebecca Black, and you can have all this information about her, but then your real purpose for making that content is to bring people into a pre-selling website about how to become a famous artist, or how the YouTube phenomenon, or something like that. Package Rebecca Black's promo videos and sell it on eBay, and then pre-sell eBay, or something like that. So I want to show you that there's different ways of thinking about getting results with content. You can go to the direct way that talks about your product specifically. That works best when you also target a subset of eBay. So I would say, how to make money selling Beanie Babies on eBay. That's a great niche market within eBay. Or you could be targeting on something that you really know about, a product you really care about. For example, I would try to sell a course about network marketing on eBay. I would care about that. And when you care about something and you have enthusiasm, I think it's really going to come through the content. That being said, I have sold things that I didn't really care about too much, but it made me money, and then I cared about that a lot, so then I made it really good too. So it would be perfect situation if you made a lot of money and you cared about it. Like if you're selling remote control cars and you made a website about, really giving the perfect gift for your kid, and then you just happen to have some ads for remote control cars, and then you brought them to a pre-selling page about which remote control cars are the best, and then you go into the sales. Now, you don't have to have your own website to do any of this. You could do it all on free WordPress, intertwine your videos, and then send people through this crazy funnel of traffic. Or you could just create one thing and go from your eBay DS domination page right to selling the product, but I wouldn't do that because the pre-selling page is so important. Okay, so that sets the stage for how I think you should be thinking about your content. Of course, what you write in email marketing is going to be completely different than this. I'm talking about content that's on public-facing websites, talking about content that people can find on YouTube. Start thinking about the intricacies of the web, of weaving these things together so that you can build trust, build rapport, people believe what you say, so that they click on something that's related to a product you're selling. It's going to go to a pre-selling page where they're really going to trust you because you're being completely accurate, never lie, never try to sell a product that you don't stand behind, because ultimately your reputation is on the line. But if you think you can make a lot of money off it and you don't stand behind it, make sure it's completely separated from your hosting, your name, everything completely, and you make it completely anonymous. Make sure no one can track you down through your domain name or anything like that. I would anonymize your domain name, protect your identities, because you don't want your brand being diluted or ruined just because you were working on something that you heard other people were making money on and you tested it. So again, this is very important. Just like I said, you want to have multiple YouTube channels to test different things online, because you don't know what's going to be a winner. You don't know what's going to really help your brand. You don't know what's going to sell. It's the same thing online. You want to test as many different things as possible. Do not just rely on selling Match.com. You want to go across different content areas and try different things. So you can, with Match.com, actually, this is a really good trick. If you are selling something like Match.com, a dating site, then you can also think about selling products, especially info products, that relate to Match.com. For example, an ebook that teaches you how to double your dating, or a book that tells you how to dress, or a book that tells you, where to get the best pheromones, or something crazy. I don't know. But all the different products associated with the Match.com website. So don't just come at someone from one perspective. Maybe they're already starting to date someone, but they want to make their dating life even better, right? So really try to offer something that isn't selling people this information, but it's giving them different choices. So what I've seen people do, and I've actually done this myself, and it works really well, is I will have a main page with a comparison of everything about the main product. So maybe the dating site would be the main product, but then I'll have internal pages on that particular comparison site. So you could have like dating comparison sites, or dating reviews site, or something like that. And then you're going to actually go into subpages within that site, and you can compare all of the books that teach you how to improve your dating. You could have all the books that teach you how to improve your appearance. You could even have something related to, finding new dating things that you hadn't heard about before, some random dating tips and gadgets, or whatever it is. You can have different things in there. Just experiment. You can do that across the board. Okay, so that really gives you a good idea about what I think you should do in terms of creating the actual content. So let's see how it applies to Team Tsunami Worldwide and all of our partner teams and our current ventures. So let's just say that our core businesses are Penny Matrix, Ad Experts, and Explosial. I do know that people are going to be watching this video, and by then we could be part of dozens of companies. But let's just say as an experiment, it's only these 3 companies for now. And let's see how you can actually create the content so that you can get the best bang for your buck. So obviously, first step I would do is actually show the entire picture, and I'd have a core site with me branding myself, and I would put Ad Experts, Penny Matrix, Explosial. The reason I put Ad Experts first is because it's our focal point right now until Tracy's mission takes off. We don't really want to advertise Penny Matrix either. We're only doing one-on-one invitations or whatever, but I want to teach people about why our system works, and we're going to upsell people into multiple things. So that's one place to start. So definitely do that. I think that anyone that actually spends the time and puts in the effort to make that happen, and also draws in their testimonial videos, it's very, very key to have social proof, not only your proof that it works. The reason why a lot of the big sites have these amazing testimonial videos, even in the main corporate website videos, is because testimonials work. Make sure they're 100% genuine. Never use a fake testimonial, ever. You need to have legitimate testimonials. Only use ones. You can ask your people for testimonials, but never tell them what to say. Let it be 100% honest, because it's going to come right through the video. When someone's honest, people can tell by body language and all those kinds of things, and the words you choose, if it's genuine or not. So make sure you use real ones. And the truth is, if people are having success, you can ask them, and they're going to be happy to make a testimonial for you. Just like some of you have made testimonial videos for this video. Thank you for doing that. Actually, just a shout out to everyone that has done that. Thank you. If you could please like and comment on these videos as we go along, that would be super helpful, just so that we can show new users that, look, people are using this training. They are finding it useful. And I know some of you are definitely putting these things into effect, so congratulations. That's exciting. Okay, so let's go back into Ad Experts and what you could possibly do to really create content that can get sales. So I'm just trying to organize my thoughts. So the first place I would start is I would create a very genuine article just about ad experts. I'd put your video proof and what you think and why Team Tsunami is so great with ad experts. So this is really a pre-sell article that says, look, I joined ad experts on this date. I got these kind of results. This is what it's done for my team. This is what I love about the traffic. So that's one thing I'd really do. I'd really focus on that we are connected directly to the top and that we have a paid sign-up program that no one else has access to. We need to focus on our strengths. And then you're going to bring in the added bonus of, look, we're also working with another company called Penny Matrix that's going to be delivering a huge volume of people that not only will have the money to join ad experts, but we can actually buy our downlines there too. So we can upsell all of those people into ad experts. And then I would probably talk about the future versions of ad experts. And I know we talk about these things in the Hangouts, and that's also really good because people watch those and they'll learn. But you need to take all of this information and you need to make it very, 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 very concise, very, very simple. So don't write these huge long paragraphs and put it into your blog, put it into your website. The reason I'm saying that is people probably won't read a lot of it unless they're really interested. I think some people do that, but it's a small percentage. I know sometimes I actually go into reading something in particular, but I'd say for the most part, people want to scan and they don't want their eyes to hurt. So space out your words, use bigger fonts, use pictures, use social proof, add in the testimonials, and that creates a really tight article about why you love ad experts. Now, there's other ways that you can sell ad experts that is very effective, and definitely do this. And I've mentioned this in some of the Hangouts, but this is incredibly powerful, and I think the only person that's doing this so far is me. And I'm telling you, if every single one of you implement what I'm about to teach you right now, you're going to get incredible, incredible results. So what is ad experts' number one strength? And that is it offers a new online traffic source for your people. So remember, think about this in terms of being an exercise in creating content. So I'm talking about all the benefits of ad experts. I'm talking about all the benefits of being part of our team. I'm talking about the benefits of having a paid sign-up program. So you get the community, the training, the paid sign-up program, online traffic source. We know that the owners are credible and trustworthy. We know that they pay on time. You can stand behind the company, so you can no problem bring in people that you know and beyond. So reputation is very key. So you need to talk about all these different things. This is what people want to hear. They don't care about you pitching them. They care about what is the value for them. What is the benefit? Why would they actually care about doing this? So here's what the really powerful technique is. And again, it's about making subsets within a larger group of information. If you try to market ad experts, you're going to be competing directly with the 1,500 people in ad experts right now and the future 10,000 plus, whatever it is. But if you made an ad experts content campaign, marketing campaign that's specific to certain niches online, and you start doing it now, then you're going to stand out, because when people search for and need traffic for Lioness, need traffic for global wealth trade, I need to get traffic for whatever, then you're going to be able to really get a lot of that traffic through your website, and then you're going to pre-sell, and then it's going to go to the ad experts join link, and then they're going to join you. And then hopefully you'll have your Facebook information on their contact information so you can actually chat with them. It's really important in network marketing online that if you're going to get people's information, try to get their email and their phone number. Both are extremely important. We found that if we just get people's email, there's a lot of really tight rules now with emails, and that unless they're double opt-in, that even if they're double opt-in, sometimes they go to the spam folder. But it's really hard for someone to ignore, for example, a text from you. So we're going to teach you about SMS marketing and all those things later on in this training series. But I'm just saying, people are more likely to check a text or answer a phone call from you than to just get an email blast. Now, of course, we're going to teach you how to put the lists through certain filters so you're not wasting your time calling everyone on your list, only the people that are 90% likely to join. People that want more information, but they're hot prospects, right? Because ultimately, you don't want to be working 18 hours a day, 7 days a week forever do it in the beginning, but then we want to move you towards a 4-hour work week, 5-hour work week. That is the goal, right? So I'll talk more about that later. Tim Ferriss, 4-hour work week. Go read it. Go watch it. It's extremely useful information. I'd also recommend Malcolm Gladwell. Malcolm Gladwell, if you haven't heard about him, he talks about certain things like the tipping point. That's very, 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 very useful. I would say that one of the key things that I try to do every day is learn something new. And this, if you don't do it already, this is the best way to learn something new online. Besides going to experts' blogs, which is extremely useful, I learned that from Travis, so thank you, Travis. It's good information. But you can actually learn things directly on YouTube. So if I want to learn a particular song, I'll actually type in play piano, whatever the type of song is. If I want to learn how to get extra lighting for my videos, then I'll actually type in YouTube. It'll be like how to get extra lighting for my YouTube videos. So make sure that you do this at least one time per day, because it's going to give you amazing new ideas for how to create your content. It's going to make you more professional, and it's going to help you determine information that falls into the golden nugget category, because you're going to learn something and you'll be able to add your personal experience to it, and that's going to be very, very valuable. When you add new information to the marketplace that's either a completely new idea or builds on someone else's idea, then you're becoming a leader. Then you're becoming more powerful. You need to exhibit this in your content. So just don't put ad experts as a new way to get an online traffic source, and you got to work with me because we have this. You need to do ad experts as this incredible new business, and I've learned so much. Something like this. This is what we get from our community, and this proves it. Or these were my amazing results, and I really never had experience online making money before, and just working between our 3 companies, I've now been able to create $1,000 income. But then when I got that money, guess what happened? I was taught how to use it to really amplify the profits. And then you can go to the golden nugget about how to amplify the people's profits. So this is also what I'm going to talk about in later weeks. But that just gives you an example of how you can take what would be, information that everyone else is basically outlining and making yours a little bit different so you stand out. And you don't want to just, actually you could even just say golden nugget of information on the page every single time so people know what it is. But make sure that you do that. It really, really helps. All right, so you are going to create a niche marketing content strategy that is going to target, for example, for us, we are targeting network marketing companies because we want them to come in. So what's the perfect thing for every single network marketing company? And that is, you want to provide more traffic so you can get sales, and you want to provide more prospects so that you can get sales. So that's exactly what we have. So I want you to create content that targets specific companies or particular group of people within those companies. Are you newly retired? You don't know what to do with your time. You haven't saved up enough money. Then this is for you. We can not only give you these businesses that are going to make you money right away, but we're going to give you all this incredible training. Or you could be, are you finishing high school and you didn't get into university? Well, what can you do? Well, become a millionaire online. Or you could do, are you struggling in your network marketing business? You've tried everything. You've gone to the conferences, you've gone to the meetings, and you're just not getting anywhere. You just aren't getting the volume of sales you need to become a success, or you're just not a closer. Well, look, try this. We do the selling for you. We give you a free website. Right? So this is really going to break you into a different mode of thinking. Only do general information with that golden nugget when you're branding yourself, but when you're doing your marketing strategy, do not go general, ever. Don't do it, because you're not going to get results, because you're going to be competing directly with the big boys, and they're going to win every time until you learn their techniques down pat. And to be fair, it's a constant learning process. You may never get to the point where you're top 3 in the world in a particular niche. It may never happen, but you can still get sales. There are millions of people making money online doing exactly what I'm saying. So definitely go into the mode of thinking where you provide high value, where you pre-sell things, and you focus on niche target areas. I would even focus on, did you start network marketing within 2 years and you tried Amway and even go through the progression? focus on particular countries, cities, focus on male, female, different ages, different levels of education, different levels of income. You can go on people that are on underemployment, people that are employed, people that are unhappy with their jobs, people that have big dreams, that want the $1 million palace in the Azores. You can go with people that want to have a timeshare with their own Learjet. You can really focus on different places. And you can create campaigns that target all of them. You don't have to do just one, but I would say it's very important to start somewhere. So you're going to start with creating your main branding page that has your main information about your thoughts, your contact information, your comparison site, your pre-selling stuff. That's going to go to AdExperts, Pennymatrix, and Sploshal. And then you're also going to create one that's not related to your name in any way whatsoever. And you're going to focus on some particular company and drawing those people out. Because you not only, because this is what's going to happen. You're going to draw them out, and they're going to think, oh, I can do this to help grow my Herbalife business. I can do this to help grow my global wealth trade business. But what's going to happen is they're going to come in, and because we're going to explode their monthly income in AdExperts and Pennymatrix and Sploshal, that they may still do their core business, but they may be like me and move completely over, and then bring everyone they know with them. And that's only going to be good business for you. So I hope I gave you really good ideas of how to structure your content, ways to think about creating your content, and I know it's pretty exciting stuff. So please experiment when you make your article today on your free WordPress website or your YouTube videos or whatever you're doing. Start thinking about creating these series of content that fall into, not only branding yourself, not only pre-selling what we're doing, but also niche target areas. Okay, so thank you. Have a great day. Later on in the week, we're going to go into actually how to set up your content on a blog post, how to make it a little bit streamlined, and then we're going to go into domain name hosting creations, figure out a name, how to actually get your own website, what you can do to really make that process easier for you, and then I have a few other goodies that we're going to talk about. So I'm just going to put, forgot to do this earlier, this is today's slide. It'll be listed below this YouTube video in the description as always, so you'll have it there. Please feel free to use any of these videos, any of the slides, any of this content, and in whichever way you wish to train your people, get more sales. You're free to use it, give it to the world, because our goal is we need to train our people properly so that we can cast a net around the millions of people that are coming. So good luck, congratulations. You made it through day 2 of week 3. We have a long way to go, and it is going to be exciting. So thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.